very stupid. And having seen you, I'm inclined to say the latter. But since you're willing to put your pretty little neck on the line, I think I'll give you a shot at my title. But now I'd like to introduce you to the Ripper, too. He's here to tear apart Ultimo Guerrero, Jr. Whoever that is. So begins the infection of ACWA. This is not just another unholy alliance. This is the darkness.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's opening contest is a one-fall contest with a 20-minute time limit. First making his ACWA debut, hailing from Mexico City, weighing in at 250 pounds, Ripper number 2. ACWA debut, he hails from Mexico City, weighing in at 205 pounds, Ultimo Guerrero Jr.
Well, fans, we are now ready for the international debut of both stars, Ultimo Guerrero Jr. as he takes on Trinity H. Campbell's minion in Ripper number 2. Ripper number 2 has a decided strength advantage. Ultimo Guerrero will have to utilize his speed and agility if he wants to come out victorious in this matchup. As both men now start up, Greco-Roman knuckle lock in middle ring into a test of strength, although this could be a bad decision on Ultimo Guerrero's part as he's already down on the mat. The referee's got to count, shoulders down on the mat, only a 2 count. Ripper number 2 is just pouring it on, but Ultimo Guerrero's fighting back to a vertical base now. Ripper number 2 with a boot to the midsection into a choke. Ref, come on, ref, that looks like the ref is clearly not seeing that chokehold. Is well hidden. A short clothesline by Ripper number 2 takes the early advantage. Ultimo Guerrero will leapfrog. He ducks the clothesline, and Ultimo Guerrero now just laying down the forearms on the back of Ripper number 2's neck. Fires Ripper number 2 off the ropes. Ripper number 2 ducks the clothesline into a full Nelson. With a takedown, and Ultimo Guerrero Jr. reverses it with a tremendous arm drag. Now Ripper number 2 seeks refuge outside the ring with his leader, Trinity H. Campbell, as now the referee begins his 10 count to get Ripper number 2 back into the ring to continue this match. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. needs to keep that kind of offense if he wants to be victorious here tonight. As Ripper number 2 does finally enter the ring to continue this match. He seems like he may be a little annoyed at the fact that Ultimo Guerrero Jr. could take such an early advantage in the match. Beckman tie and collar and elbow tie up, and a great arm drag by Ripper number 2 as now he once again has Ultimo Guerrero Jr. flat on his back in the middle of the ring. It looks like his shoulder might be down, But the referee says no. The referee says his shoulder is off the mat, so there is no 3 count there, despite the complaining from Trinity H. Campbell. As now Ultimo Guerrero Jr. gets back up to his feet with another arm drag. Ripper number 2 ducks the elbow, reverses the Irish whip. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. ducks the clothesline. Into a head scissors, into a... What a great submission hold. Come on, referee, you got to check the Ripper. Ripper number 2 is in tremendous amount of pain as Ultimo Guerrero Jr. had the heads locked in head scissors with the arm bar. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. again with another arm drag now, showing his great mat wrestling skills. And once again, getting Ripper number 2 on his back in the middle of the ring. The referee asks Ripper number 2 if he's had enough, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Ripper number 2 is too strong for that. As he lays the knee into the midsection to take advantage in this matchup. Seems to be threatening the referee, so the referee better watch himself in this match. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. ducks the clothesline into a high cross body, but Ripper number 2 catches him in midair. What is he going to do here, folks? He's holding it. What a thunderous fall-away slam. Now, Ripper number 2 definitely has retaken the momentum in this matchup, and he needs to seize this opportunity to put Ultimo Guerrero Jr. away. As he now starts laying the boots to the neck and head of Ultimo Guerrero Jr. And we have a snap by Ripper number 2. He comes off the ropes with a drop kick to the back of the head. What great agility by Ripper number 2, and he has to take advantage here with a crushing leg drop, but an arrogant cover. He's not hooking a leg. He's not going to. That's only a 2 count. He should know better than that. He should know better that you need to hook the leg. It's basic wrestling. And now he's complaining to the ref, saying the referee's count was too slow. I think the referee was just fine. As Ultimo Guerrero fires up a few shots to midsection, but they're too futile to even make an impact on Ripper number 2. As Ripper number 2 once again gains the advantage, and he hooks him up into a nice backbreaker. But now he turns it into a submission hold. As you notice, fans, he is pushing down on the chin of Ultimo Guerrero Jr. and pushing down on the leg, creating great pain in the lower back for Ultimo Guerrero Jr. This is a great submission hold. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. doesn't get up with a 2 count, and he fires the left shoulder off the mat. Ripper number 2 seems like he's a little frustrated here. He's got to take advantage here. He can't lapse in his attack if he wants to be victorious. As he's got a bear hug locked on Ultimo Guerrero Jr. into a thunderous belly-to-belly suplex. As once again he goes for the cover, but fails to hook the leg and only gets a 2 count. As once again, ACWA Women's Champion Trinity H. Campbell complains to the referee about his slow count. As the Ripper number 2 is going to use his intimidating look and his strength to try and intimidate the ref, but the ref is just doing his job. It was only a 2 count. And we have Ripper number 2 firing Ultimo Guerrero Jr. off the ropes. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. reverses it with a couple of clubbing blows to the back of the head as he fires Ripper number 2 off the ropes. Reversal by Ripper number 2. Ultimo Guerrero ducks the clothesline into a tremendous head scissors, knocking Ripper number 2 down to the mat. The Ripper number 2 reverses it into a wheelbarrow slam, face planting Ultimo Guerrero Jr. in the middle of the ring as he once again goes for the pin and only gets 2.5. That was very close. Ripper number 2 is just a second away, half a second away from getting a victory in this matchup. He once again complains about the count. But again, Ultimo Guerrero Jr., as you fans can clearly see, got his shoulder off the mat. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. Come on, referee. Trinity H. Campbell is choking Ultimo Guerrero Jr. on the bottom rope while Ripper number 2 has the ref distracted. Come on, referee. That's a blatant choke. Of course, he didn't see any of that, so they get away with that, and that's another advantage that Ripper number 2 has by having Trinity H. Campbell at ringside. And Ripper number 2 hoists Ultimo Guerrero Jr. up in the air and throws him down in a thunderous body slam. He once again looks like almost another arrogant cover. He doesn't hook the leg, and once again Ultimo Guerrero Jr. fires that left shoulder off the canvas with only a 2.5 count. If Ripper number 2 seeks victory in this matchup, he needs to hook that leg. As now he's going into a reverse chinlock submission hold. We'll see if Ultimo Guerrero's heart can stand the pain from Ripper number 2 in this reverse chinlock. As you notice, he has a lot of weight on him, so it tends to sit back with it, creating more pain and more anguish for Ultimo Guerrero Jr. As he once again reapplies the chin lock, trying to force Ultimo Guerrero Jr. into quitting. But I don't think Ultimo Guerrero Jr. is going to quit in this matchup. And Ultimo Guerrero Jr. reverses it by lifting the knees into the lower regions, just above the kneecaps. And he now buys himself a little time to recover in this matchup as he lays back into the corner. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. comes running out of the corner with a thunderous clothesline. And the drop kick to the knee. It seems like now he's got a good strategy. He's trying to take the leg out from Ripper number 2, forcing Ripper number 2 down to the mat. He knocks him down with a back heel kick. And he is fired up, ready to take advantage in this matchup. And he mounts the ropes, and he's starting laying the right hands on top of Ripper number 2's head as the fans count along. Ripper number 2 is definitely on the ropes here as a snapmare by Ultimo Guerrero Jr. Ultimo Guerrero Jr. signaling that's it. And Trinity H. Campbell interferes in the match once again as she grabs the heel of Ultimo Guerrero Jr., preventing him from trying to gain victory. And Ripper number 2 with a kick to the midsection. And what's this, folks? What's he planning here? He hoists Ultimo Guerrero Jr. in the air. What? Oh my God, what a thunderous neckbreaker in Ultimo Guerrero Jr. That could be it, folks. And there's a 3 count, folks. The winner of this matchup with a thunderous neckbreaker is the Ripper number 2. As Trinity H. Campbell raises the hand of her minion in victory, even Ripper number 2 shoves away the referee's hand, saying he's not good enough to raise his hand. Fans, let's go right now to some pre-recorded comments from newcomer Jana on her matchup for the ACWA Women's title.
Hi, my name is Jana, and I'm glad to be here at ACWA, and I'm glad that the committee has given me a chance to fight for the women's title. I'm here to prove myself as a competitor, and I'm here to enjoy myself, and I hope the fans enjoy themselves as well.
Fans, we are now ready for the ACWA Women's Championship matchup. As in the ring already is newcomer Jana, and this is a tremendous opportunity for this youngster newcomer here in the ACWA. She gets a shot in her debut match at the ACWA Women's title. That's unheard of. It's a great opportunity for this young competitor, but she has a tough task ahead as she will have to deal with the ACWA Women's Champion, Trinity H. Campbell, as you see her emerging from the locker room with her minion, Ripper number 2. So already, folks, Jana's already at a decided disadvantage, not only because of the size and strength and experience of Trinity H. Campbell, but also because Trinity H. Campbell has Ripper number 2 at ringside, and that only spells trouble for Jana in her quest to try and become the ACWA Women's Champion. She has a lot to prove in the ACWA, and she's definitely ready for the challenge to take on Trinity H. Campbell. The fans here are not too kind to Trinity H. Campbell, so I'm sure they're definitely pulling for Jana and hope Jana can take the gold here tonight. The Ripper number 2 is definitely an intimidating presence as he's already just constantly staring Jana down as the referee shows the belt to the crowd, signifying the beginning of this matchup. And there's the bell, folks, and we are underway for the ACWA Women's Championship. Jana definitely, as I said earlier, has a tough task ahead. She's got a great big mountain to climb if she wants to become ACWA Women's Champion. And already Trinity H. Campbell takes advantage by sending Jana down to the mat and definitely showing her great strength advantage. But Jana is showing some tremendous determination as she reverses it. And she's trying to force Trinity H. Campbell down to the mat, but Trinity H. Campbell reverses it into a hammerlock in the middle of the ring. And she just keeps wrenching on that arm, but Jana reverses it. This is great technical wrestling here, folks, and Jana's definitely got, I think, in my opinion, she definitely has to work on either a leg or a shoulder, work on some body part on Trinity H. Campbell if she wants to become champion. She's got to take Trinity H. Campbell off her feet. Trinity H. Campbell wrenches down on a side headlock in the middle of the ring. And a headlock takeover as now she's utilizing her size by laying down on Jana's chest, not giving her the opportunity to get a full breath of air. And that'll definitely take the energy out of Jana early in this match. But Jana gets back to her feet, finds Trinity H. Campbell off the rope. Trinity H. Campbell comes running off the ropes, a crushing shoulder block, knocking Jana down to the mat. Jana ducks, but Trinity H. Campbell, with her experience, she knows exactly what to do. She kicked her right in the chest and goes right back to the side headlock. Basic wear-down hold in professional wrestling. She's definitely gonna use her size and her ability to wear down the young and green competitor in Jana. But referee, come on, you got to see that hair pull. Trinity H. Campbell is going to be doing that all night long. She does, she tends to break the rules every once in a while, folks, to gain victory in her matchup. And she's just forcing Jana into the corner. It's almost like she's playing with her like a toy. With a thunderous shoulder block that's once again driving the air out of Jana. Jana could be in trouble early in this matchup. But come on, referee, that's a choke in the corner. Referee's issuing his 5 count. But Trinity H. Campbell does break it before 5, because as you know, folks, if it went to a 5 count, she would have been disqualified, but still would have been champion. He fires Jana into the turnbuckle. Trinity H. Campbell running in and misses the splash and lands her shoulder right into the ring post as Jana, with an arm drag, taking advantage of this matchup. She's definitely getting a little bit of advantage with her speed as she once again executes another arm drag and now has Trinity H. Campbell down on the mat, wrenching down on that arm. The referee is issuing a 5 count. Trinity H. Campbell had her foot in the rope, and Jana does break the hold, as now both competitors are back up on their feet, ready to lock up. Trinity H. Campbell seems like she's just taunting Jana. She goes right down to a low blow, and she has a waist lock on her, and it's a waist lock takedown onto the mat, as once again she's laying down on the upper back of Jana, trying to drive the air out of this young competitor. This is great basic wrestling and great show of experience by Trinity H. Campbell. As now she wrenches down on a reverse chin lock, and once again now she's leaning forward, so once again she is compressing down on the chest, which again is not giving Jana the opportunity to catch her breath. She needs to stay on her feet in this matchup. She can't be down on the mat. She can't go toe-to-toe with Campbell. She has to use agility. She has to use speed. She fires Trinity H. Campbell off the rope, but Trinity H. Campbell, she blocks the move into a snap mare. As now she's ready to... Now, folks, she once again goes to another submission hold. Notice the strategic placing of the knee between the shoulder blades as she yanks back on both arms, stretching the upper shoulder and back area, hoping to get Jana to give up in this matchup to retain the women's title. The referee is checking with Jana, but Jana's not going to quit. I know she's young. This is her first match, but she's definitely going to use the fan support to her advantage to try and gain victory in this match. Because once again, Trinity H. Campbell yanks on the hair, pulling down Jana to the mat. Anytime Jana seems to try to mount some offense in this matchup, she pulls the hair to stop that. And she goes for the 2 count, but Jana definitely fires that left shoulder off the mat with authority, as now Trinity H. Campbell hooks her up into a sidewalk slam. As now we have a 2 count yet again, and Jana is in trouble. She needs to find some type of offense, some type of move that'll give her time to recover. Trinity H. Campbell fires Jana off the rope, but Jana reverses it into a backslide, folks. We have a 2 count, but Trinity H. Campbell just rolls out of that, breaking the count on young Jana. She ducks the clothesline by Jana, but then with a couple heavy right hands knocks the young competitor back down to the mat. And Trinity H. Campbell seems to be she seems like she's wasting more time with the fans at ringside here than worrying about her competitor, Jana. She needs to concentrate on her competitor in the ring, because even though this might be her first match, she's no stranger to the ring. As she's trained hard for this opportunity, she'll use any advantage she can get to win this title. And now Trinity H. Campbell hoists her up in the ring and throws her down hard into the turnbuckle. Jana is in some serious trouble here. She needs to mount some type of offense. Otherwise, Trinity H. Campbell is going to retain her women's title. Once again, we go to the snap mare, and Trinity H. Campbell comes out of the corner with a snapping neck, or snapped her neck on that neck breaker there. And she hooks the leg. 2. But Jana barely gets the right shoulder off the mat. Jana blocks the right hand. She blocks another and fires back with the right of her own. Again, another right hand. This could be a mistake. She should not be going toe-to-toe with Trinity H. Campbell. But Trinity H. Campbell reverses the Irish whip. Jana blocks the hip toss. Shot to the midsection. Hip toss on Trinity H. Campbell. And Jana with an arm drag, taking the champion down to the mat once again. The champion may be getting frustrated herself. And she now draws the attention. What is going on here? Ripper number 2 has entered the ring. Trinity H. Campbell has the referee distracted. Ripper number 2 is assaulting Jana as he fires her into the turnbuckle, and he crushes her with an avalanche in the corner, knocking her down to the mat. As you hear, the fans are booing, and Ripper number 2 exits the ring before the referee can see it. Now Trinity H. Campbell turns around, and now she hooks the leg for the 1, 2, 3, and Trinity H. Campbell, with the help of her minion, Ripper number 2, has retained the ACWA Women's Championship title And this is definitely a tainted victory, folks. Too bad she had the referee distracted. It was a horrible outcome, and it was bad luck for Jana, but she showed great heart in this matchup, and she will definitely be a force in the women's division in the ACWA. Folks, let's go now to some pre-recorded comments from both Kevin Knight and Fred Bonecrusher Sampson.
For those who don't know who I am, my name is Bonecrusher Fred Sampson, and it's great to debut here in the ACWA. Unfortunately, I have to take on my good friend Kevin Knight. But Kevin Knight, whether it's you and I in that ring, you will find out why losing to Bonecrusher Fred Sampson ain't a bad thing. It just makes you, like everybody else, a loser.
Kevin Knight taking on a new arrival here in the ACWA. It's Bonecrusher Fred Sampson. Now, Sampson, I know that these people are going to find you just as popular as they do me. That's fine. We'll go out there, we'll put on a great match for the fans, and everything will be fine, just as long as I come out on top, because I will do whatever it takes to win, even though you and I are friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a one-fall match with a 20-minute time limit. First, hailing from Nutley, New Jersey, weighing in at 235 pounds, Kevin Knight. And his opponent, he hails. His opponent, he hails from Union, New Jersey, weighing in at 250 pounds, making his ACWA debut, Fred Bonecrusher Sampson.
Okay, folks, we're ready for a friendly battle between two great warriors, two great wrestlers in the ring, two great friends. This should be an athletic, great show of sportsmanship between both men. This should be a good old-fashioned classic wrestling match, something you fans can enjoy. And I'm sure Fred Sampson's excited about making his singles debut here in the ACWA. And even Kevin Knight now showing some appreciation, giving him a round of applause before the match. I'm excited about this matchup. This should be great. It's always good to see some good sportsmanship in the middle of the ring. Kevin Knight does hold a slight height advantage over Fred Sampson, but Fred Sampson is massive at 250 pounds, and that could be a good reason why they call him the Bonecrusher. As both men lock up in the middle of the ring, collar elbow tie-up, as Kevin Knight forces Sampson back into the corner, the referee's asking for a break, and Kevin Knight obliges with a clean break, and that's what you should see in the ring, and they shake hands. Even the fans can enjoy that. And both men are definitely willing to do whatever it takes to become victorious in this matchup. As Fred Sampson wrenching down on Kevin Knight's head with a side headlock. Kevin Knight fires Sampson off the ropes. Fred Sampson knocks him down, knocks him over, and completely rolled over Kevin Knight with a thunderous shoulder block. As Fred Sampson saying, hey, I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to win this matchup. Kevin Knight just holding his head a little bit. Maybe he was a little bit surprised by how quickly he got knocked down. It seems Kevin Knight was a little bit angry at that. He didn't even shake his hand, just slapped it. I wonder if he's getting a little bit annoyed at that. Or he's just annoyed at himself. As both men lock up again, and Kevin Knight wrenches down on Fred Sampson with a side headlock. Fred Sampson forces Knight into the ropes, fires him off center of the ropes. Kevin Knight he attempts a shoulder block, but bounces off Fred Sampson and falls back on his rear end. Once again, Kevin Knight, it seems like he might even be getting a little bit upset at either himself or both himself and Fred Sampson for the fact that Fred Sampson has knocked him down twice already in this match. And Kevin Knight offering his hand, and once again they shake hands, and that's what you like to see. Even Kevin Knight shows a little appreciation, another round of applause. Both men once again locking up in the middle of the ring, collar elbow tie up, and Fred Sampson back to the side headlock. Knight fires him off the ropes. Sampson once again knocks him over with a shoulder block. But Fred Sampson this time capitalizes it and wrenches down on the arm. As he goes into the arm wringer, into an arm bar, into the Greco-Roman knuckle lock as he's wrenching down on the arm. And you can see Kevin Knight is in some serious pain right there as he's got to be feeling that in his elbow and shoulder and showing his great strength. Sampson hoists him up in the air and drops him down on his feet, jarring his shoulder as he keeps wrenching down on that. But Kevin Knight, being the ring veteran that he is, puts his feet in the ropes to break the submission hold. And now he's definitely frustrated as he shoves Fred Sampson, but Fred Sampson shoves him back, knocking him down on his feet and knocking him down to the mat as Kevin Knight has now exited the ring. He's on the ringside area. And the referee is now beginning his 10 count, ordering Kevin Knight to get back in the ring. Fred Sampson is definitely fired up. He's definitely ready for this challenge against Kevin Knight. As Kevin Knight finally does re-enter the ring, shaking that left arm, trying to get some feeling back and maybe get the blood flowing through his shoulder. As he once again forces Fred Sampson into the corner. Now will we see a clean break here as the referee is counting, but Kevin Knight doesn't have a clean break. He lowers the boom with a knee into the midsection. Kevin Knight definitely wasn't clean. That's definitely nothing from a friendly competitor. But Fred Sampson fires himself out of the corner with a tremendous clothesline, knocking Kevin Knight back down, and he once again goes to the arm wringer, into the arm bar, wrenching down on the left arm of Kevin Knight. That seems to be his focus early in this matchup. Trying to take out the left arm. It looks like the left shoulder and elbow is his focus early on, but Knight forces him back into the ropes as the referee is issuing the 5 count to break the hold and get both men out of the ropes. And once again, Kevin Knight lifts the knee into the midsection of Fred Sampson and with a clubbing blow to the middle of the back. As now he goes into the arm wringer and he's now wrenching out on Fred Sampson's arm, trying to get a little bit of measure of revenge of the tactics that Fred Sampson used earlier in the match. And Fred Sampson, he reverses it now into the arm wringer as he's now digging his elbow into the elbow joint of Kevin Knight, causing him more pain as now he's lowering the boom with the elbows onto Kevin Knight's elbow, and he drops the leg onto Kevin Knight. He's pulling back into an arm submission, and the referee is asking Kevin Knight if he wants to quit, but Kevin Knight's not going to quit, although he is in a lot of pain right now. Kevin Knight reverses as he gets the shoulders down on Fred Sampson for a 2 count, and Fred Sampson kicks out. With the wrenching down the arm, actually had flipped Kevin Knight into the ring, and he once again stomps down on the elbow. He's really creating a lot of offense with that arm, and he's just bouncing the elbow off the mat. You got to wonder if Kevin Knight is losing feeling in that elbow, and if that's going to become a factor in this matchup. As he fires Knight in the corner, but Knight lifts up the foot and hits Fred Sampson right in the face, knocking Fred Sampson down to the mat. Both men are down on the mat, trying to regain themselves as Fred Sampson is definitely dazed right now, but the referee begins his 10 count as both men are on the mat. Kevin Knight gets up at the count of 3, and now he's going to work over Fred Sampson. With a short arm clothesline, he knocks Fred Sampson down to the mat. And he seems to me like he's getting a little bit more arrogant as this match is going on. He seems to be talking more to the fans and worrying about his performance in the ring. As he goes for the headlock, and Fred Sampson forces him into the turnbuckle with a shoulder block, and another one. And Kevin Knight is holding his back and his midsection as it's driving the air out of Kevin Knight. But Kevin Knight goes to a dirty tactic. He goes to the eyes. That's not something you should see from an athlete like Kevin Knight. He's always been on the right side of the rules, but he's got to use cheating maneuvers like poking the eyes and choking to gain advantage, as now he's chopping Fred Sampson and hitting him with the right hands in the corner, mounting a thunderous offense. But Fred Sampson reverses the Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Kevin Knight comes out of the turnbuckle with a swinging neckbreaker on Fred Sampson, knocking Sampson down to the mat. And now Kevin Knight's more worried about flexing his muscles. He hooks the leg and a 2 count on Fred Sampson. Fred Sampson gets his shoulder off the mat. As now Kevin Knight wrenches down with a reverse chin lock, and he's now leaning forward on Fred Sampson, hoping to compress down on his chest, not enabling Fred Sampson to get a breath of air. And that'll zap the energy out of you real quick first. You gotta realize you have to be able to get a full breath of air. If you don't, you'll definitely lose your energy, and you could even slip unconscious in the ring, and that could be the end of your match. As Kevin Knight is wrenching harder and harder and tighter on this chin lock. But Fred Sampson is now fighting back as he's on the one knee. And he's back to a vertical base. He fires an elbow into the midsection. And another one. And now he runs off the ropes, ducks Kevin Knight's elbow. But Kevin Knight with a boot to the face, sending Fred Bonecrusher Sampson down to the mat. This could be it, but Kevin Knight is now, seems like he's wasting a little bit of time here. He should be taking advantage of this, as he's once again flexing his muscles to the fans instead of worrying about his opponent, Fred Bonecrusher Sampson. he has the advantage in this matchup. He needs to capitalize on this so he can gain victory. Because now he's little leverage off the ropes with a thunderous stomp to the back of Fred Sampson. Now he's just laying the boots on Fred Sampson, kicking him in the head and the upper back. He definitely has left the basic wrestling and gone to a little bit more of a brawling style with a running knee to the side of Fred Sampson's head in the turnbuckle. As now Fred Sampson is lying almost motionless against the middle rope. And Kevin Knight is outside the ring now as he with a thunderous forearm to the chest. Now working over Fred Sampson. Fred Sampson is in a lot of danger here. He's got to figure out some type of offense, some type of move that'll give him at least a couple of seconds to recover and regain himself in this match. Kevin Knight is just continuously mounting this offense as he goes to the midsection, laying down the right hands. But Fred Sampson's fighting back out of the corner with 2 right hands. And another one. He fires off the third right hand on Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight's a little dazed as he fires Knight off the ropes. He ducks down, but Kevin Knight grabs the head and hooks him in the DDT, driving Fred Sampson's head into the mat. This could be it, folks. But once again, Kevin Knight is more worried about his physique and what the fans think of that than getting victory in this matchup and hooking the leg. He has to do that if he wants to win this matchup. It looked like he was about to attempt a lateral press, but now he's walking around to the ring. He's stepping to the outside, talking to the fans on the outside. As it seems now, even the fans are getting a little annoyed with him and now are beginning to taunt him. And he's worried more about what they're saying about him than what Fred Sampson's doing in the ring. All he's doing is giving Fred Sampson a golden opportunity to regain himself in this matchup. As now looks like he's setting up for something as he's just waiting and waiting. Grabs Fred Sampson by the head. Could be setting him up for a pile driver, but Fred Sampson reverses it with a back body drop. Fred Sampson is in a lot of pain, but he seems to be firing up now. As Fred Sampson saying that's it, I'm taking care of business now. As and look at Kevin Knight back begging off as if Fred Sampson's going to stop right there, but he's not going to stop. He grabs the hand of Kevin Knight. He's wrenching down on that arm once again. Fred Sampson is a tremendous competitor. He does have a great physical look to him, and he uses a lot of his strength to his advantage. As now he fires Kevin Knight off the ropes with a reverse elbow, knocking Knight down to the mat. He hooks the leg for the 2, but Kevin Knight does kick out. Fred Sampson is mounting this offense. He needs to continue this, but Kevin Knight kicks Fred Sampson in the midsection with a reverse knife punch, reverse chop to the chest. As he fires Fred Sampson into the turnbuckle. Fred Sampson comes out of the turnbuckle, reverses the hip lock. Wait a minute, we have a backslide. 1, 2, 3. And the match is over, folks. Ending his debut in the ACWA, Fred Bonecrusher Sampson gains victory over his friend and fellow competitor, Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight seems a little annoyed, a little frustrated, even upset at the fact that he lost his matchup, claiming that he shot his shoulder off the mat. And there it is, folks. The referee makes it official by raising the hand to Fred Sampson. This seems to be, now these two should just shake hands and just say this has been a great match, great opportunity. They just shake hands and go their separate ways. Once again, the referee signals Fred Sampson as the winner in this matchup. Folks, I want to remind you later tonight, we have a special treat here in ACW. We're going to have a graduation ceremony for the first graduate of the American Championship Wrestling Academy, Mr. Eddie Kuspiel. But wait a minute, folks. Kevin Knight re-enters the ring, lowering the boom on Fred Sampson. This match is over, folks. This referee needs to get Kevin Knight out of the ring. As he, with a short arm clothesline, knocks Fred Sampson down to the ring, and seems like he blew his nose on Sampson. That's just disgusting. He needs to get out of here. And Fred Sampson's definitely in a lot of pain now. That was just completely uncalled for on Kevin Knight. He should leave the ringside area. Fred Sampson now, it seems almost like his victory is now tainted from the vicious assault from Kevin Knight, but Kevin Knight has not left the ringside area. He needs to go back to the locker. Now he's re-entering the ring again. This referee has got to take control of this. Get security in there. Somebody get Kevin Knight out of the ring as he once again picks up Fred Sampson with short on clothesline, knocking Sampson down to the mat. This referee has got to get up, and now he even throws a referee at the ring. We need security out. Somebody's got to get out here and get Kevin Knight out of the ring. This is ridiculous. Come on, folks. Somebody's got to come out of his back. Some security. Get Kevin Knight out of there. He's just lowering the boom, elbow after elbow on Fred Sampson. I guess he doesn't care about their friendship, as now he's even choking out Sampson. And then finally, security's getting in the ring, trying to escort Kevin Knight out of the ring and back to the locker room where he belongs. Even Kevin Knight shoves off security, and he just continuously stomping on Fred Sampson, just beating him to a pulp. As even security has finally separated Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight obviously doesn't care about friendship. He obviously doesn't care about the rules. And he's obviously upset at the fact that he lost to, I guess, now his former friend, Fred Sampson. Okay, fans, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more action.
Hello, wrestling fans. You're looking at the former ECW champion, ECW tag champion, the chair-swinging freak, Balls Mahoney. My past is no concern of you, because if you don't know it, then you don't deserve to be looking at me. The only thing that matters is my future here in ACWA. So everybody, get ready. All you hardcore wannabes, get ready. All you wrestling fans, get ready for some eye-popping, skull-shattering wrestling action. Balls Mahoney, chair-swinging freak. Check us out, ACWA. You want to be bad? Come get me.
I'm proud to announce that ACWA has recently launched the American Championship Wrestling Academy. And tonight we are celebrating the first graduate of the Academy, Eddie Kuspiel. But before we bring Eddie out to the ringside area, I'd like to introduce to you the head trainer of the American Championship Wrestling Academy. He is the current ACWA Heavyweight Champion, the American Rockstar, C.J.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, I wrestled around the world, okay? And this is the most nerve-wracking thing I have to do, okay? When Eddie first started training with me, quiet kid, didn't say anything to anyone. Now he's came out more, came to be a fine wrestler, good head for the business. He's like a little brother to me. I'm very, very, very proud of everything he's accomplished in the business, and I bet you're all going to see great things from this kid. So, Eddie, can you come out here? I just want you to know that I've been to a lot of wrestling schools through my career, and by far, you're the best kid that I ever came across. And that's sincere. Come on, let's hear it. Eddie Kuspiel. Come on, what's up?
What's going on here, folks? A great ceremony commemorating the first. He's the first graduate of ACWA. It's got to be a proud moment for the head trainer, American Rockstar, C.J. Summers. The fans showed great respect to Eddie Kuspiel here, giving him a great round of applause for his accomplishments. But what in the heck are Roman and Sure Thing Ryan Wing doing out here? It seems like they always take the opportunity to steal the spotlight from anybody. If the spotlight isn't on them, they're going to find a way to steal it, because they feel like they're just bigger and better than everybody else.
Powwow everyone was having. Time for a little dose of reality, son. Look at that. You graduated wrestling school, all right.
As you can tell now, Roman's just mocking him.
But reality is, kid, you're on a career path now of shattered dreams and total disappointment.
The fans definitely don't agree with that. Trying to say, Roman trying to say he's got no future.
And you don't have the right to boo me.
And now Roman telling the fans they don't have the right to say or boo him or do anything.
First disappointment should start right about now. Against a veteran of the ring.
Seems like he's issuing a challenge.
Unlimited skills, unbelievable charisma, stunning good looks.
Now he's talking up. Sounds like he's talking up himself.
That person will be Ryan Wing.
He's just nominated his friend and running buddy, Sure Thing Ryan Wing, to take on Eddie Kuspiel in his first professional match in the ACWA.
What do you say? You show them what it's like to wrestle Eddie Kuspiel. You up for the challenge?
The referee's not entering it. Looks like we might have a match here.
Little old Ryan Wing has to go get tickets tonight for some concert, so he shows up late. Ryan Wing,
CJ Summers definitely giving some words of encouragement to the young Kuspiel to enter the ring against the veteran Ryan Wing.
You guys want a hug and make up, we'll let you.
CJ Summers giving a taste of their own medicine by berating them verbally. They don't seem to like it at all. Looks like we may have a match here, as now Ryan Wing's got to say something. Got to consult with his buddy Roman first. Doesn't seem like he understood the challenge that Roman laid down for him, that he's got to wrestle Eddie Kuspiel. This is a great opportunity for the youngster to take on Sure Thing Ryan Wing in the middle of the squared circle. The fans are now chanting for Eddie, and that's definitely getting under the skin of Ryan Wing and Roman.
You want an answer? Do I accept the challenge? No, we want hot dogs, you fool.
As you now hear some comments from the fans outside the ring, definitely getting under the skin of Ryan Wing. He's definitely not enjoying this. Look at, he's now accepted the challenge against Eddie Kuspiel. American Rockstar CJ Summers giving a few words of encouragement to Eddie Kuspiel before he enters the ring against his matchup. Now his first matchup in the ACWA against Sure Thing Ryan Wing. But Roman now remains at ringside, so he's definitely going to be a factor as the head trainer CJ Summers getting the fans behind the young Kuspiel. He's definitely used the fan support to his advantage. CJ Summers heads back to the locker room, yet Roman remains at ringside. As now the referee's instructing both competitors. Ryan Wing seems to be doing a little bit of stalling here, but this could all be just some psychological tactic on his part. A lot of great things are expected from the young Kuspiel. He's definitely got a lot of strength, a lot of size, and there's the bell, and this match is now underway as the young Eddie Kuspiel, in his first match, will take on the Sure Thing Ryan Wing. But again, Ryan Wing definitely holds the advantage as he has his running buddy, Roman, on the outside of the ring, and that's definitely going to immediately create an advantage for Sure Thing Ryan Wing. I want you to remember, folks, that later tonight will be our main event here in Neptune. It'll be for the ACWA Heavyweight Championship, as former ACWA champion Roman challenges the current ACWA Heavyweight Champion, the American Rockstar CJ Summers. That will be an awesome matchup. As now it looks like Ryan Wing is just stalling here. He's constantly stalling. He doesn't seem like he wants to wrestle. Now, if he's so confident in himself, he should just get back in the ring. Now, referee's issuing his mandatory 10 count to try and get Ryan Wing back into the ring. And he's now consoling with Roman on the outside of the ring and still drawing with the fans. And now we hear a chant in the background. People are chanting chicken wing, calling Ryan Wing a chicken, saying he doesn't want to get in the ring. And he's a veteran in the ring. Yeah, he holds that kind of advantage. He's got the knowledge, he's got the experience over the young Kuspiel. I mean, age and experience can be the overcoming factor in youth and ability, but Eddie Kuspiel definitely has a lot to show here. As now Ryan Wing seems like he's finally ready to compete here against Eddie Kuspiel. And earlier, folks, we got word that Fred Sampson will be okay after the vicious beating he suffered at the hands of Kevin Knight. And Jana did suffer some bruised ribs, was taken to a local hospital, but she'll be okay as x-rays were negative. So that's great news on both competitors, as they'll be back and ready for more action here in the ACWA. But now Ryan Wing seems like he's doing his laundry as he's cleanly folding his shorts and shirt and more worried about what they look like and how, make sure they're not wrinkled instead of wrestling young Kuspiels. Eddie's been waiting in his ring for almost 5 minutes now. Ryan Wing is definitely taking his sweet time in this matchup, as the referee is trying to get both men to wrestle in the middle of the ring, and finally looks like he's loosening up and we're finally ready to go here, folks. Now Ryan Wing, now again stalling with his traditional strut around the ring. And again, getting on the fans are getting on his case, and he's more worried about what they're saying. He needs to get on it, get the early advantage if he wants to get the victory over the young Kuspiel. Kuspiel's definitely got a tough challenge ahead, as again, with Roman's presence at ringside, that's going to make it tough for Kuspiel to come out victorious in this matchup. The referee has just been trying to force Ryan Wing to wrestle, as he doesn't seem to want to lock up. The referee is now demanding that they wrestle, as he's already started the match. The bell's rang. This match is underway. And once again, now he's relying on getting little words of encouragement from Roman. I guess he needs that, as now Eddie's getting the fans behind him. And now everybody's chanting chicken wing. And you can definitely see Ryan Wing is getting upset here. He definitely doesn't like chicken wing, but if he continues to stall like that, he's never going to hear the end of it. In fact, these fans might just get on his case all night. And that could be something to give Eddie Kuspiel an advantage here in his match. Keeping Ryan Wing mentally and psychologically out of this match, more concerned with the fans, definitely could be something on the side of Eddie Kuspiel. As both men are now circling the ring, it looks like we have our first lockup after about 5 minutes. And there it is, folks, the collar level timeout. Finally, Ryan Wing is engaged in the lockup, but Eddie Kuspiel, showing his great power, just throws Ryan Wing back in the corner. Now Roman's complaining that was hair pull, tight pull. Eddie did not pull anything. He just shoved him down, showing great strength there in the ring. I mean, these two guys in Wing and Roman will just use any excuse to try and gain a victory or trying to gain an advantage in any match that they're in. They're always around each other when they're wrestling. And there you go, another show of strength by Eddie Kuspiel, shoving Ryan Wing back into the turnbuckle. And the referee warning Eddie Kuspiel about the hair pull, and Eddie's just saying he didn't pull his hair at all, and the fans know he didn't pull his hair. It's just an excuse for Ryan Wing to buy himself time, because I guess it seems like he's kind of surprised by the strength advantage of this young competitor. And he's so confident in himself, he should know better, as he lays down a right hand on Eddie Kuspiel, and another one. Fires off three right hands, three heavy right hands to the forehead. All throws, he ducks under, and Eddie Kuspiel knocks him down to the mat with a thunderous clothesline. He's definitely fired up. This young competitor is ready. He's ready to go. He wants his match. He wants his victory. He wants this opportunity to be a great one in his first singles match in ACWA. But Ryan Wing once again stalling on the outside the ring, consoled by his buddy, his friend Roman. It looks like both of these guys are now leaving the ringside area. The referee is executing his mandatory 10 count. He's up to 7. Now we have an 8 count. He better get in the ring or Ryan Wing will be counted out and lose this matchup. It's a 9 count. Now he's on the ringside area, breaking the referee's count. Now joining with the referee, saying that wasn't fair. He shouldn't be counting. But once again, he leaves the ringside area. For such a cocky, such an arrogant competitor, he seems to be stalling much more than you would think. Meaning that he seems like maybe he's unsure of the challenge that lays in front of him. As he now fires off with the right hand and ascends the ropes, but Eddie Kuspiel catches him with a body slam off the top rope. Ryan Wing is in a lot of pain as he's grabbing his lower back, trying to fend off. He comes back with a chop. Another chop on Eddie Kuspiel, and a third one. And now he's strutting once again. As he's strutting, Eddie Kuspiel is just poised, ready to attack, and he knocks him down with a thunderous clothesline, knocking him down on his back, and another one. Eddie Kuspiel's definitely got the momentum in this matchup as he hoists him up in the air. It looks like with a powerful body slam in the middle of the ring. Once again, working over the lower back of Ryan Wing. As Eddie Kuspiel now, he hoists him up, he hooks him up, and looks like into a backbreaker. But he showed a little bit of great skill, a little bit of a submission there. Goes for the 2 count, but he did fail to hook the leg. That could be just you know, just him being a little nervous and little butterflies in the stomach in his first opportunity here in the ring. But he needs to hook the leg if he wants to win. And Ryan Wing going right to his tactics that he knows best, poking the eyes, raking the eyes along the top rope. And obviously, we know he went to the other school of wrestling, which was cheating. And so now he's choking Eddie Kuspiel on the middle rope. He's draping his leg over the back of Eddie Kuspiel's neck. The referee counts to 4, breaking the chokehold. Come on, referee. Roman's on the outside of the ring. Now he's choking Eddie Kuspiel out on the middle rope. And before the referee could see it, Roman lets go, and he trots away, looking like he got away with robbery there. And Ryan Wing has definitely he's got the advantage of this matchup as he rakes the eyes with the boot on young Kuspiel. This referee needs to warn Ryan Wing about some of these tactics, because as you know, some of these tactics definitely should be disqualified for that. And he sets up Eddie Kuspiel in the corner with a heavy right hand to the side of the head. And now he's just firing away with boots to the midsection and stomping down on the chest, choking Eddie Kuspiel out with the boot. With a drop kick to the chest, knocking Eddie Kuspiel flat down to the mat in the corner. And now he's fired up saying, "Where's your chicken wing now?" But see, that's again, he's getting with the fans instead of staying on his competition. But again, Roman interfering in this matchup, choking Eddie Kuspiel on the bottom rope. This referee has got to gain control. He's got to get Roman out of here. With Roman at ringside, it's almost impossible for young Kuspiel to gain victory in this matchup, because it seems like anytime he gets momentum, Roman will be there to stop it. As Ryan Wing body slams Eddie Kuspiel in the middle of the ring. Now he's just standing, not even going for the pin. He's going off the ropes with a leg drop. And he's off. Again, drawing with the fans. He needs to take advantage here and hook the leg on Eddie Kuspiel. This competitor may be young, but he's definitely got a lot of heart. As now Ryan Wing finally goes for the cover, but only gets a 2 count as Eddie fires the left shoulder off the mat. The referee signaling to Ryan Wing and to Roman that it wasn't due to 2 count. He did get his shoulder up. Now Ryan Wing's choking him out, laying his shin across Eddie Kuspiel's throat. That's all that's been going on for the last minute or so, is choking, whether it's Ryan Wing or Roman. As Eddie now firing off right hands to the midsection. He's firing up as he throws it. Ryan Wing reverses it and lays the knee up into the midsection, knocking Eddie Kuspiel down to the ring. But now we see Roman just slowly, methodically walking over to the ring, waiting for the referee to turn around. But the referee kept his eye on Kuspiel, preventing Roman from once again interfering in this match. Eddie Kuspiel is in a lot of trouble here. He needs to find some type of opportunity. He needs to take control somehow as Ryan Wing sets him up with a reverse neck breaker, driving the back of Eddie Kuspiel's head down to the mat. This could be it for the young competitor, but Ryan Wing is wasting a little bit too much time going for the cover. As you know, nice arrogant cover by just laying the right hand down the young competitor. Now he lays down and holds down both arms, but he failed to hook the leg. Now he finally hooks the leg. 2.5. Very close, folks. Very close, but Eddie Kuspiel did get his shoulder off the mat, as the referee clearly shows that to Ryan Wing. Even Roman on the outside is complaining about the count. As now Ryan Wing is just laying down the boots to the mid-back of Eddie Kuspiel. Continuously stomping away at the young competitor, just treating him like garbage. And he's the veteran in the ring. I'll give him that. I'll give him, he has the experience, he has the ring savvy, he knows what to do in the ring, but he also knows how to cheat. And with his buddy Roman at ringside, it's definitely not going to be a good night for Eddie Kuspiel. As Eddie now is firing once again off into the midsection, multiple right hands. He fires Ryan Wing off the ropes, ducks down, but Ryan Wing kicks him in the chest. Ryan Wing coming off the ropes. Eddie Kuspiel knocks him down with a clothesline. This is Eddie's opportunity to gain advantage, but it seems like he's suffering too much pain as he's holding the back of his head, unable to capitalize after that thunderous clothesline. The referee is now issuing his 10 count as both men are down on the mat, but Eddie does get back to his feet. He's still favoring his neck and the back of the head after that neck breaker. Ryan Wing going off, he hits him with a right hand, stuns Eddie Kuspiel. There's another one. Eddie blocks the right hand, fires back with another, fires off for the second and the third, and the fourth. He's firing off the heavy right hands, sends Ryan Wing into the ropes, clothesline knocking Ryan Wing down to the mat. He once again throws him off the ropes, and another clothesline, just showing tremendous power with those thunderous, powerful clotheslines. Once again, he sends Ryan Wing off the ropes, picks him up into a power slam. That could be it, folks. He needs to hook the leg, 2. But Ryan Wing does kick out. Ryan Wing does kick out. Eddie Kuspiel needs to keep this momentum going. And look at Roman interfering with the match, hooking the foot of Eddie Kuspiel. Now Eddie's, I think he's definitely making a mistake here. He can't worry about Roman. He's worrying about Roman on the outside of the ring. The referee's trying to get Roman off the mat. CJ Summers comes merging out of the locker room, attacking Roman, getting him out of this matchup. Eddie Kuspiel has him in the... Ryan Wing reverses the belly-to-back suplex, hooks the leg, and a 3 count. And this is a tainted victory for sure thing Ryan Wing, as CJ Summers comes into the ring to rush to the young kid's aid to see if Eddie Kuspiel is all right. But Ryan Wing had to cheat for that victory, folks. And he's acting like it was clean. What a horrible, unfortunate debut for young Kuspiel, but he's definitely going to be a great force in this ACWA. He's a young competitor with great heart and determination, and he'll definitely be ready for his next challenge here in the ACWA.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the participants. In the green pants with purple trim, he hails from Manville, New Jersey, weighing in at 215 pounds. Here is Roman. And his opponent, in the red trunks, he hails from Seaside Heights, New Jersey, weighing in at 200 pounds. He is the ACWA heavyweight champion, the American Rockstar, CJ Summers.
Okay, folks, we are ready now for the ACWA Championship match. And there's the bell, folks, and this match is underway. Former champion Roman looks to regain the title against current champion, the American Rockstar, CJ Summers. Roman takes immediate advantage with an armbar almost into a top wrist lock combination. Summers rolls out of it. Nice kip up with an arm drag, knocking Roman down to the mat. Roman definitely backing off pretty quickly on that. Seems a little bit surprised, and surprise, folks. Sure thing Ryan Wing is at ringside during this match. There's a shocker, folks. Now, CJ Summers getting the fans into it, clapping his hands, getting the fans support. They're definitely behind him because they know what Roman's all about. They know what sure thing Ryan Wing's all about. But Roman takes the advantage with a side headlock into the arm wringer, now into an arm bar. Working over the left elbow and shoulder, and CJ Summers versus out of it with an arm drag. Roman complaining to a referee that his tights are pulled, but there was definitely no tight pull in there. I don't see any tights or anything on your shoulder. But anyway, needless to say, that another ploy by Roman to get some type of advantage and get some kind of complaint or something against CJ Summers. The referee is warning CJ Summers about pulling their tights and pulling their hair, but there was no hair pull or tight pull there. This is once again Roman complaining that he got taken down. He takes the early advantage with the side headlock, and CJ Summers just reversed it with a clean, crisp arm drag. As now both men are locking up in the center of the ring. Roman now showing his strength, getting the American Rockstar down to one knee in the middle of the ring. Now he's wrenching down on what looks like a top wrist lock there. CJ Summers is down to one knee. So he's definitely not out of it. He's down to one knee right now. CJ Summers now, CJ is fighting his way back to a vertical base. Once again with a quick arm drag on Roman. And another one, knocking Roman down. He takes control into the arm bar, wrenching down on his shoulder, and he noticed the placement of the right hand pushing down on the deltoid muscle, creating more pain. But Roman goes to the eyes, and now with a clubbing forearm to the back, and CJ Summers quickly regains the advantage in this matchup. using crushing forearm blows to the back and neck of C.J. Summers. And now he's using the ropes once again. He's cheating once again. The referee has got to stop this. And come on, referee! Now you got sure thing Ryan Wing choking C.J. Summers out with a clubbing forearm to the back of the neck. This could mean trouble for the American Rockstar here in this championship matchup. His title is definitely in danger if Roman's going to have his buddy around ringside. As Roman now looks like he's setting up, might be for a stomp to midsection. The referee shows it was clean. It was not a low blow. As he pats his stomach, showing it was indeed a clean shot. That's kind of a shocker coming from Roman, as he'll take any opportunity to win a match. And now he's choking at the American Rockstar. Referee counts to 4, but Roman does break it before the 5-count disqualification. And Ryan Wing once again getting involved. Come on, referee, this is ridiculous. And he drops a leg across the chest of the American Rockstar, C.J. Summers. C.J. is definitely in trouble. Roman goes, grabs the near, hooks the near leg for the 2-count. But C.J. Summers kicks out, getting that right shoulder off the mat. Roman, a little frustrated, circles the mat and lays down with a right hand, clubbing blow to C.J. Summers. And now got him in a reverse chinlock type of submission hold here, trying to wear down the champion. The referee does check with C.J. Summers. C.J. Summers does not give up. And Ryan Wing jawing with the fans on the outside of the ring as they're still getting on his case, calling him chicken wing. And I know Roman is concerned about his friend. He seems to be more concerned now with what the fans are thinking of him as C.J. Summers fights his way back to a knee, trying to get back to a vertical base here, relieving the pressure as he. What a jawbreaker on Roman. That gives the American Rockstar C.J. Summers some time to recover and regain himself, as Roman is now stunned. He's down to one knee, but he once again gains the advantage with the raking in the eye, claiming it was clean, holding his hands up in the air as if he did nothing at all. Now he's the American Rockstar throwing his head into the turnbuckle, into the corner with a right hand to the jaw, and an elbow to the top of the head. And now he's choking. Come on, referee. He's choking off both boots across the throat. Referee's counting with the 3-4 count. He breaks it. But while the referee's got his back turned, look there. Once again, Ryan Wing. Come on, referee. You've got to get Wing out of there. Wing is in the ring. He's choking out C.J. Summers. This is ridiculous. C.J. Summers definitely got a decided disadvantage in this matchup. If Wing's going to continuously interfere in this match, the referee needs to get him out of here. But as long as the referee doesn't see anything, he can't throw Ryan Wing out of the ringside area, no matter what the fans say. As Roman comes off the rope, drops the elbow right across the chest area. Once again, coming off the middle of the ropes, he drives another forearm into the chest area onto the American Rockstar. He hooks the far leg. 2 count, and C.J. Summers kicks out after 2. Roman now complaining about the count, saying it was too slow. The referee's too slow. The count was too slow. The count was fine. This referee's been doing his job all night. He's just got to try and keep his eyes peeled on Ryan Wing on the outside of the ring, as Roman does knock down C.J. Summers with a thunderous right hand. Looks like he's measuring him, and he drops the elbow across the American Rockstar. Once again going for the cover, but he doesn't hook the leg at this point. C.J. Summers fires the left shoulder off the mat. Referee showing it was a close count, about 2.5, or maybe even 2 3/4, but C.J. Summers did get his shoulder off the mat. As now Roman once again wrenching down on the American Rockstar, trying to wear him down. This could be an advantage for him, as he does have the height advantage and a slight weight advantage over the American Rockstar. He needs to use that to gain some type of momentum in this match and keep the pressure on the American Rockstar if he has any hopes of regaining the ACWA Heavyweight Championship. The referee is now checking the American Rockstar. If his arm drops for that 3rd time, this match is over, folks. And there is 2. The American Rockstar has got his, if he drops the arm, he loses the title. And here's the 3rd, and the fans are starting to chant, but he does not drop the arm. The referee signals to C.J. Summers is firing up, getting back to the knees, back to the vertical base, firing off the elbows into the midsection. But Roman pulls the hair just as C.J. Summers tries to mount some momentum in this matchup. Roman's got to go right to the book of cheating, yanking down on C.J. Summers' hair and throwing him down to the mat, stopping any kind of momentum that Summers may have had. Now Ryan Wing's just a little too close to the ring. He's just hanging on the ropes there. The referee needs to get him to back off as he's too close to the ring now. Again, ramming C.J. Summers' head into the turnbuckle. Roman now with an Irish whip on the turnbuckle, but C.J. Summers reverses it. C.J. Summers reverses it again, sending Roman crashing into the referee. The referee is out of this matchup at this point, but now this could be a problem for C.J. Summers, as now Roman seems to be celebrating like it's funny. C.J. Summers with a pressing kick to the chin, knocking Roman down to the mat. This could be it, folks. As Summers goes for the pin, hooking the leg, but there's no referee. Everybody outside the ring can count to 6, 7, 8. It doesn't matter as long as the referee's hand doesn't come down 3 times on the mat. Nobody wins this match. What is Ryan Wing doing in the ring? Ryan Wing is now in the ring. He looks like he's giving some type of foreign object to Roman, and he rolls out of the ring. This is all while the referee is laying unconscious. CJ Summers pulls up Roman. Roman hits him with some type of foreign object as he quickly gets rid of it. Now CJ Summers is lying motionless in the middle ring. This could be trouble for the American Rockstar. His title is on the line. He's in danger of losing it as Roman is trying to get the referee to regain consciousness so he can go for the pin here. Roman's it seems like he's more beating on the referee than he's trying to wake up. Now he's got his buddy Ryan Wing in there as Roman goes for the pin. He hooks the leg as now Ryan Wing is working over the referee, trying to get him to regain consciousness to execute the 3 count, but this referee is out. And now Roman's giving some type of instructions to Ryan Wing. I don't know exactly what he's thinking as Roman once again goes for the pin. The referee is conscious now. He's got the 2. And CJ Summers fires off the right shoulder at the very last second. That was the closest count all night, closest lateral press that Roman has had in this matchup. He's really close at regaining the title, but he needs to stay on him. He needs to stay on the American Rockstar. We know what the American Rockstar is all about. We know what kind of heart and determination he has. We need to hook the leg. And wait a minute, Ryan Wing introduced a chair into the ring, and Roman's swinging it like he's in a baseball game, ready to wind up and lay out the American Rockstar. I mean, this isn't Major League Baseball here. You don't swing the chair like a bat. Wait a minute. Now he's getting ready. He's warming up his hands. Going to hit the American Rockstar with the chair. He lays up, and Eddie Kuspiel comes out of the locker room, taking away the chair from Roman. Roman obviously upset by the move. CJ Summers regains consciousness, pulls him down into the schoolboy for 1, 2, 3, and CJ Summers has won the match, and he retains the ACWA Heavyweight Championship, and he is still the ACWA Heavyweight Champion despite the protests of Roman and sure thing Ryan Wing. What a great victory for the American Rockstar CJ Summers over former champion Roman. Come on, referee, get these guys out of here. You got Roman and Ryan Wing taking out CJ Summers and Eddie, but they both ducked the clothesline. CJ Summers and Eddie taking out both Roman and Ryan Wing, knocking them out of this matchup as the fans are excited about that main event and happy that CJ Summers retained the heavyweight championship. Folks, I want to remind you to check us out on the web at www.acwawrestling.com. I want to remind you at our next event, the ACWA Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Billy Lassiter takes on the American Rockstar CJ Summers. If you have any questions or suggestions for us at the ACWA, write us at acwa-nj@gmail.com. We'll see you next time, folks. Good night, everyone.